Item: SCP-1614. Code name: the Flea. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1614 is to be kept on a flash drive and deposited in Personnel Locker 14 when not in use by Doctor or his staff. Under no circumstances are personnel allowed to play SCP-1614 without written permission from Dr. Description: SCP-1614 is an .avi digital media file recovered from a Dell brand laptop computer seized in a warehouse raid of anomalous items in Missouri C. Redacted. For a comprehensive log of recovered objects. After verifying that no other documents, media, or software found on the computer were anomalous, SCP-1614 was safely transferred and sequestered into a secure network at Site-16 for further study. File Properties lists SCP-1614's creation date as comma with additional modifications made on redacted. It is not currently known if SCP-1614 is unique or one of many copies shared along a private network. Research is ongoing. When played, SCP-1614 contains real-time footage of an unfurnished modern apartment with the skyline of an unidentified city visible through a window on the far wall. The apartment is occupied by an amicable middle-aged Caucasian couple identifying themselves as Paul and Lisa, hereafter designated SCP-1614-1 and -2, respectively. While the follow-up content differs upon every playback, each iteration begins identically. SCP-1614-1 and -2 wave at the viewer and explain the purpose of SCP-1614 as being a fluid medium in which a romantic couple can enhance their relationship through the sharing of every permutation of experience together. What follows is novel footage of SCP-1614-1 and -2 engaging in activities of wildly varying moral content, with stock footage of landscapes and urban environments superimposed on the apartment walls when appropriate. If playback is not manually stopped, SCP-1614-1 and -2 will engage in a given activity indefinitely, with the longest recorded run time being redacted. As playbacks accumulate, the chosen activities have become more violent and deviant in nature. Early activities included romantic dinners, intimate discussions about personal and romantic histories, sexual congress, and recreational excursions into unknown countries, but have since gone on to include dancing, discussions on philosophical subjects, sexual trysts in unusual locations, occult rituals, drug use, violence, and the murder of one another as well as street-level bystanders outside the apartment complex. SCP-1614-1 and -2 return to their starting condition upon the beginning of every playback, although they have been observed to retain memories of the preceding events after the initial introduction. Despite the increased frequency of psychologically harmful events, SCP-1614-1 and -2 have expressed to each other on multiple playbacks that the sharing of lurid experiences has only strengthened their bond. It is unknown by what mechanism SCP-1614-1 and -2 are able to materialize in such a wide variety of locations with so many disparate objects, although it is theorized to be digital in nature. Transcript of introduction by SCP-1614-1 and -2. SCP-1614-1. Hello viewer. It is so good of you to join us again. My name is Paul, and this is my lovely wife Lisa. We have been waiting for you to return. I want to remind you that every time you play this video, we are one step closer to the goal we have suffered for so long. First-timers are no doubt wondering, what's going on here? As I'm sure many of you can agree, it is very difficult to truly know a person, sometimes even more so when it's the one you love. It's one thing to know your significant other's birthday or favorite food, it's another to understand someone as intimately as they understand themselves. Sometimes it can only take a second for your idea of someone to do a complete 180. Lisa here could be imagining her high school sweetheart every time we get frisky for the rest of her days, and I'll never know. Likewise, I could have settled for her because her name has become synonymous with comfort and a hot dinner after work. There are secret depths to all of us. When you and the one you love have only experienced a fraction of the world together, how can either of you claim to truly know each other? What fathoms are hidden inside us, waiting to rise from the fire of some secret experience? SCP-1614-2. These questions haunted our marriage since day one. We could not go out on the town or even organize a dinner party for friends without feeling something was missing. There was a feeling of inauthenticity to our love, and we concluded together we would do anything to rid our marriage of this feeling. Now, after so much hard work, we can finally do something about it. Every time you play this video, Paul and I will do something new together. It could be a game of checkers, a day at beach, or a barbecue on a hot day. And for as long as you, dear viewer, watch us, we will continue to do this one thing. We might find something that was enjoyable in the beginning suddenly turn sour. Or we might develop a newfound love for each other in persevering through what we find uncomfortable or even lurid. Anything can happen, after all. The sky's the limit. I hope you will enjoy watching us, and perhaps learn something about your own self and the relationships you are a part of. See Wiki for full access to annotated playback log.